I've been running a series of range tests with my Metacycle. For me personally, riding to the gym and to work and whatnot, I can get about 50 miles out of mine. So I'm comfortable going on a 50-mile range. Now, take into account, I don't like to go out on the highway, and I know that eats the range down really fast. If you get up to 70 miles an hour, you burn through it in about 20 miles instead of 50. But I usually keep it around 45 average speed. Between 40 and 50 is how I ride around, so I can get about 50 miles. When I ride doubles with Courtney, I'm comfortable with around 30 miles. We might be able to get a hair over that if we're keeping it around 40 the whole way, but 30 miles, planning a 30-mile trip, I am comfortable with that, and we do seem to make it that far. So riding doubles with somebody, it's going to depend a lot on the weight of the two of you. With both Courtney and I riding together, we're right at the weight limit that Sondors puts on the Metacycle, and it handles it no problem. I even tested it going up to 70 miles an hour with us both on there, and it can do that. So it is capable of hitting highway speeds with two people on there. I don't like to get out on the highway, so I don't go out there with both of us on it. I just did it one time to see if it could do it. Now that I've done a series of range tests to see how far it will go with one and two people, I've drained the battery completely out, and I'm going to plug it into a meter so I can see how much juice it takes to charge the battery on this. Then we'll be able to tell how much energy it takes per mile to ride. I have the charger plugged in and charging my Metacycle, and it is pulling down 990 some watts at a time. So we will see how much it takes to charge the battery overnight to full. After charging it all night back to full power, it was 3.85 kilowatt hours to charge the battery back up to full. Okay, so I'm going to use national averages and some rounding of the numbers to try to come up with a cost per mile. Honestly, I thought that since it's a 4,000 watt battery, that it would take a little bit more than the 4,000 watts to charge it because you'll lose a little bit in the charging process, but my meter showed me that it was actually a little bit less than the 4,000. So we're going to use a 4,000 watts per charge, and the national average is 21 cents per kilowatt hour, which comes out to about 84 cents per tank or per full battery in a Metacycle. When I'm riding solo, I can easily get 50 miles per tank, so that brings me out to a total of 1.7 cents per mile. When I'm riding doubles with Courtney, we can go 30 miles. We can really probably go 35, but if I don't want to push it, 30 is fair, and I know I can make 30. So that brings us to a total of 2.8 cents per mile. I hope you found this video fun and helpful. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you back here next time.